Please stand for the national anthem. The national anthem will be sung by one of our graduates, Stephen Croggy.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Mr. Croggy. Good evening. I am Erin Burt, Chairman of the College of DuPage Board of Trustees. On behalf of the board, I would like to welcome you to the 46th annual commencement for the College of DuPage and extend our congratulations to our graduates. Graduates, the trustees are honored to share your achievement with you, your families, friends, and the college community. You should be very proud, just as we are proud to serve the residents of District 502 as the flagship community college of Illinois. Indeed, you have joined a large and growing family. The Illinois Community College system covers the entire state with 48 colleges and one multi-community college center in 39 community college districts. Community colleges serve nearly 1 million Illinois residents each year in credit and non-credit courses and many more through their public service programs. You will hear many times that today is a culmination of much hard work, and this is correct. But if there is one thought that I hope you all take with you today, it is that your hard-earned degree is not an end, but rather a beginning to your commitment to lifelong learning. As you proceed with your future careers, we hope you continue to take advantage of the many resources available to the residents of our district. In addition to further education in and outside the classrooms of the College of DuPage, we hope you continue to experience the college as a cultural resource with our wonderful library, world-class performances at the MAC, our public radio station WDCB 90.9 FM, the only jazz station in the Chicago area. As you fly higher and attain more of your goals, please consider supporting the College of DuPage so that we can remain strong for you, your children, and your grandchildren. Congratulations, class of 2013. We look forward to hearing about your success in the future years. I would like to introduce the members of the evening stage party. Starting from my far right is Dr. Joseph Collins, Executive Vice President. Mr. Glenn Hansen, President of the Faculty Senate. Mr. Hank Gordon, President of Student Leadership Council. Trustee Kim Savage. Dr. Robert Bruder, President of the College of DuPage. Vice Chairman Kathy Hamilton. Trustee Joseph Wozniak. Trustee Nancy Svoboda. And Dr. Jean Karjay, Vice President of Academic Affairs. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the next three speakers. Mr. Glenn Hansen is President of the Faculty Senate. He is a professor of photography in the Liberal Arts Division. He will be recognizing the outstanding faculty members. Dr. Joseph Collins is the Executive Vice President, and he will be recognizing the graduating honor students. Mr. Hank Gordon has been president of the Student Leadership Council since May 2012. Mr. Gordon will be presenting the outstanding graduates. Mr. Hansen, Dr. Collins, and Mr. Gordon will speak in the order in which they were introduced. Glenn?
Thank you, Chairman Burt. On behalf of the faculty, I'd like to extend congratulations to the class of 2013. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce the outstanding faculty members. Each year, the academic divisions select their outstanding faculty members based on the following criteria: excellence in teaching, service to the college, scholarly activity, community service, and advising students. They will be recognized by division. Will the outstanding faculty members please rise? From the Business and Technology Division, Jane Murtaugh, Professor of Business, Marketing, and Management. Michael Lasacco, Professor of Computer Information Systems. From the Health and Sciences Division, Theodore Darden, Professor of Criminal Justice. Dr. Richard Jarman, Professor of Chemistry. Gerald Krasinski, Professor of Mathematics. From the Liberal Arts Division, Dr. Jackie McGrath, Professor of English. Marina Krasinski, Professor of Art. Dr. Kent Richter, Professor of Philosophy and Religious Studies. From the Counseling and Advising Division, Joyce Fletcher, Professor, Counselor. The college-wide part-time faculty member is Brian Clement, adjunct faculty in horticulture in the Business and Technology Division. Brian was nominated for this honor by his students. Then a committee of students, part-time faculty, and administrators made the final selection. The all-college outstanding faculty member is Dr. Kenneth Gray, Professor of Psychology in the Health and Sciences Division. Professor Gray was nominated for this honor by his students. Then a committee of students, faculty, administrators, and college trustees made the final selection. He is also the COD nominee for the Illinois Community College Trustee Association Outstanding Faculty Member for the state of Illinois. Congratulations to all the outstanding faculty members. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. And thank you to the entire faculty for your fine work in preparing our students to meet their educational goals.
As you'll notice in your printed program, many of the students, our graduates, have asterisks by their names. These signify that they have completed their academic work with honors at College of DuPage. At this time, we would like to recognize these honor students. Graduates, as I mention the honors that you have achieved, please remain standing until all honor students have been recognized. Students graduating with highest honors, please stand. These students have completed at least 60 credit hours at COD with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Next are the students graduating with high honors. Those students have a cumulative GPA of 3.6 to 3.99. Please stand. Our honors scholars have completed 22 hours of honors courses and an honors seminar and have maintained at least a 3.5 grade point average. If you're not already standing, please stand. And finally, the students that are graduating with honors, they have a cumulative GPA of 3.2 to 3.59 for work completed at College of DuPage. Please stand. Congratulations to all of you on a job very well done. You may sit down. In addition to the students doing outstanding academic work on their own and achieving very high grade point averages, many of our students also become members of one or more of the honor societies at the college. I would like to ask the graduates to stand when their honor society is recognized. Alpha Beta Gamma is an international honor society that recognizes academic achievement for business and technology students. Members of Alpha Beta Gamma are wearing sapphire blue stoles. Alpha Delta Nu is the National Honor Society that recognizes academic achievement for nursing students. Members of Alpha Delta Nu are wearing apricot cords. Alpha Mu Gamma is the National Honor Society for the study of languages. Members of Alpha Mu Gamma are wearing red and blue cords. Lambda Epsilon Chi is the National Honor Society that recognizes academic achievement for paralegal students. Members of Lambda Epsilon Chi are wearing purple stoles. Psi Beta is the National Honor Society that recognizes academic achievement for psychology students. Members of Psi Beta are wearing gold cords. Tau Upsilon Alpha is the National Honor Society that recognizes academic achievement for human services students. Members of Tau Upsilon Alpha are wearing royal blue cords. And Phi Theta Kappa, finally, is the International Honor Society for associate degree granting institutions. Members of Phi Theta Kappa are wearing a gold stole and tassel. If you are announced as a member of any one of these honor societies, please stand for recognition from the audience. You may be seated. Thank you very much.
Good evening. Thank you, trustees, Dr. Bruder, administrators, faculty, and graduates. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the outstanding graduates for the class of 2013. Annually, 2 students graduating with honors are recognized by the College of DuPage Foundation as the outstanding graduates. A committee of faculty, administrators, and their peers make the final selection based on the following criteria. Grade point average. The student must have a minimum cumulative GPA of at least a 3.8 on the 4.0 scale. They also must have demonstrated the following: leadership in college and/or community activities, strong professional and/or educational goals, and their involvement in academic and cultural enrichment outside of the classroom. Before introducing the outstanding graduates for this year, I would like to announce the outstanding graduate finalists and ask them to stand when I call their name. Christine Burnett of Naperville, Courtney Clark of Bloomingdale, Jobeth Carl of Bloomingdale, Henry Kroll of Westmont, Sarah Markowitz of Clarendon Hills, Ann Mixon of Naperville, Patricia Myers of Wheaton, Rebecca Radovich of Lamont, Bethany Whitney of LaGrange Park, and Jillian Wisnowitz of Darien. Congratulations to all of these outstanding graduate finalists. The committee has said that the final decision was very difficult because all of these students performed exceedingly well, so congratulations to these finalists. Please be seated. Now, the 2 students selected to represent the class of 2013 as the outstanding graduates are Alexis Reich of LaGrange and Megan Thome of Naperville. Congratulations to both of you. At this time, I would like to invite to the stage Ms. Susan Langberry, President-elect of the College of DuPage Foundation, along with the 2 outstanding graduates. Ms. Langberry will make the presentation to the outstanding graduates as I tell you a bit about each of them. Alexis Reich has proven herself to be an exemplary student leader both inside and outside of the classroom. Alexis is a presidential scholar and received honors distinction by completing over 15 hours of honors courses. Through an honors chemistry class, she was selected to present a group project on the future of wind energy at the University of St. Francis Honors Council. Alexis has also been involved in numerous clubs on campus, serving as research officer for Haven and coordinator of outreach for the Newman Association. She played on the COD women's varsity tennis team, helping to lead the team to nationals. Alexis also won first place in the Laps with the Chaps 5K in the female ages to 19 to 22 subcategory. She plans to transfer to UIC to complete her undergraduate degree in neuroscience and kinesiology, before continuing on to obtain her doctorate. Megan Thome took full advantage of COD's graphic design program, creating her own opportunities and helping to cultivate a growing artistic environment in our community. Megan is the creator and editor of COD's first illustration zine, Brainflower. Through this magazine, she encourages student submissions and also shares student work with a local design firm for review. Similarly, as vice president of the COD chapter of the American Institute of Graphic Artists, Megan organizes gallery shows, affording our students many opportunities to share their work with the public. Megan was one of 4 student representatives nationwide to be selected to attend the Adobe Days in San Francisco with a group of other influential student bloggers. She also contributes to the Adobe Partners by Design newsletter, where she shares how COD graphic design students are making their mark. Megan has recently accepted a full-time position as a graphic designer and also has plans to develop her own children's books. Alexis and Megan will speak in the order that they were introduced. And thank you, Ms. Langberry, for being here to make this presentation.
Before I start, I need to say thank you to the Board of Trustees, the administration, and the faculty. I've really enjoyed working with each of the professors I've had. However, I especially need to thank 3 gentlemen. Richard Jarman, Professor of Chemistry, Chuck Steele, Manager of Student Life, and Ken Gray, Professor of Psychology, who was just introduced as Outstanding Faculty of the Year. I hope you all 3 of you realize that I would not be here today without you. Lastly, I would like to thank my friends Victoria and Hector for being here to support me. One of the many things I have always thought was interesting was how little kids ask the question, why? No matter how many times you answer, they will always ask again. But why? Growing up, I was that kid, but I didn't always get an answer. As a result, I learned to do things without really knowing why. Eventually, something inside me learned that the reason why doesn't matter. When I arrived at COD 2 years ago, I was used to trying to say and do what other people expected of me, and I no longer had my own reasons. Fortunately, COD provided me with opportunities to learn all about motivation. One of the most interesting things I learned in Ken Gray's psychology class is called the self-determination theory. Within this theory, research shows that the more internal our reason for doing something, the better we perform, and the more fulfilled we become from doing it. On the other hand, external motivations, external reasons for doing things can be unfulfilling and even addictive. My main example has to do with sports. Last year, I played on the women's tennis team here at COD. I had been playing tennis since I was 5, and I thought I owed it to everyone else to continue playing despite how much I disliked it. Learning more about the different types of motivation in my psychology class prompted me to finally realize that I was not playing for the right reasons. Because my reasons for playing were external, making other people happy, I realized that I would never be able to play as well as someone who wanted to be there, and I knew I would never enjoy it. It was hard for me to do, but I finally quit. By letting go of this sport, I created space in my life to do things that really mattered to me. Breaking out of this habit of always doing what other people expected me to do was difficult. However, in the long run, by being more honest with myself about tennis, I was able to change other areas of my life as well. Eventually, this one decision I made to stop playing tennis allowed me to transform my life into exactly what I want it to be. Ironically, when I started operating off of my own internal motivation instead of trying to please others, the people around me were more drawn to the confidence that I had in my decisions. All of this occurred simply by applying a theory to my life and learning once again to ask why. So today, aside from congratulating you on all that you have achieved so far, I want to encourage you to evaluate your own reasons for doing things. By finding areas where you can connect to a more internal motivation in your own life, you will perform better, and you will create a fulfillment that is long-term instead of one that is fleeting. As we leave here today and move on to all kinds of crazy new things, my hope for each of us is that we connect with our inner motivation so that we can lead lives filled with long-term happiness.
Good evening. Before I begin, I would like to extend a few thank yous to those here tonight. First, I would like to thank the members of the Board of Trustees and the administration. As a student of the graphic design program, it is wonderful to receive your support, without which I would not be here today. On behalf of all students, I would like to thank the faculty for your insight and for your guidance. Specifically, I would like to thank the graphic design faculty for your hard work and your dedication to students day in and day out. I would also like to thank my family for your incredible support in whatever I choose to do. Your support as I explored my passion has been essential to getting me here today. I know you always enjoyed seeing me draw and doodle, but I bet you're just a little relieved that I figured out how to make a career out of it. Finally, I would like to thank Graphic Design Program Coordinator and Professor John Caligari. You have enhanced my life with your insight and guidance, and because of your mentorship, I feel confident in my next steps. You have made the past 2 years an incredible experience, and for that, I cannot thank you enough. Growing up, we had a paperweight on the windowsill that read, "What would you attempt to do if you knew you could not fail?" I always liked the phrase, and it was fun to repeat to people who were thinking about taking a risk. It wasn't until a few years ago, however, that the phrase came to have meaning in my own life. Let's go back 5 years. I had received my bachelor's degree and had entered the working world. I had become what they call a grown-up. It was exciting and new, and I was ready to take on the world. Deep down, though, I knew something was missing. I had always been a creative person, drawing, writing, creating my own books, or whatever else was interesting to me at the time. When I stopped tapping into this and was no longer getting my creative fix, I was just itching to get into something where I could put my right brain back to work. So I decided to return to school. Going back to school for graphic design was taking a chance and entering the unfamiliar. Would I be good at it? Is it the smart thing to do? Would I find a job once I graduate? Well, once I started at COD in the graphic design program, those questions and worries were gone. I realized that I'd never made a smarter decision more in line with my goals and my interests. I've had the opportunity to develop my personal artistic style while at the same time pushing my limits to try new styles and techniques. I've also had the opportunity to work in the graphic design department as the student aide, which has helped me to learn even more about the ins and outs of design. I'm also very grateful to have been COD's Adobe Partners by Design student representative and for having the opportunity to learn more about the world of design. I've really enjoyed getting involved in order to learn as much as possible. And now, time has flown by, and I've graduated. I'm so grateful that my younger self took a risk despite not knowing where it would lead. Taking chances can be scary, especially when something you really want is on the line. Now, when an opportunity arises and I get a twinge of nervousness just thinking about it, that's when I know that I actually have to do it. Instead of being scared off, I know that a little discomfort trying something new is just what I need to get me out of my comfort zone and grow. This could be anything from taking on a challenging new project, visiting a new place, or even giving a speech to so many people. Do you have an opportunity waiting for you that makes you feel this way? It might just be the next step you need to take. So, stop thinking about restrictions and what may happen if you go for what you really want. Most of the time, your worries are just that, worries. I know it's easier said than done to rid yourself of all worry, but the more you channel your energy into your passion, the more the thought of failure is replaced with all the thoughts of possibilities before you. Having graduated today shows that all of you are able to take the steps necessary to accomplish what you're setting out to do. Whether it's your first go-round at the working world or it's the beginning of your second career, I hope you always think about what you would do if you knew you could not fail. It might sound cliche, but I'm pretty sure that paperweights don't lie. Congratulations on your graduation, and best of luck in whatever you choose to do. Thank you.
Let's give another round of applause for Alexis and Megan. Members of the class of 2013, it's time to confer your degrees and certificates. Would you please stand? Dr. Bruder, it's my privilege as Vice President of Academic Affairs to present to you the candidates for graduation, the class of 2013. On behalf of the administration of the College of DuPage, I am proud to present the candidates for the awarding of degrees and certificates offered by the College of DuPage. Members of the Board of Trustees, President Bruder, families, and friends, the faculty and administration of the College of DuPage are proud to present to you the candidates for the awarding of degrees in the Associate of Arts degree, the Associate in Arts in Teaching degree, the Associate of Applied Science degree, the Associate in Engineering Science degree, the Associate in Fine Arts degree, the Associate in General Studies degree, Associate in Science degree, and certificates of completion. Dr. Bruder, would you declare these students as graduates of the College of DuPage?
Thank you, Vice President Cartier. Well, the moment you've worked for has arrived. I have some sense of how you're feeling tonight. I've had the pleasure and privilege of earning 3 degrees myself over my lifetime. But more importantly, this is my 32nd spring commencement. And in that time frame, I've signed more than 35,000 degrees and certificates. And the hand that you're going to shake tonight, there's been 15,000 people before you shake this hand. So be gentle with me if you may. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the College of DuPage, I do hereby confer upon you the degree or certificate which you have earned, either the Associate in Arts, the Associates in Arts in Teaching, the Associates in Applied Science, the Associate in Fine Arts, the Associate in General Studies, the Associate in Science, or a certificate of completion, with the very best wishes and special privilege that come to those who graduate from the Board of Trustees, the faculty, staff, and the administration of the College of DuPage. Congratulations on this great honor this evening. So I have to believe there's someone here tonight that you would like to thank, so take that moment now to do that, please. There they are. Turn around, say hi, and thank you.
In a tradition begun many years ago, as we prepare to award the certificates and degrees, the children of some of the college faculty and administration are graduating tonight. When that student's name is called, the parent will present the award. So if you see someone coming up, don't be concerned. As we approach, the stage photographers will take pictures of all of the graduates, so we ask that you remain in your seats during the conferring of the degrees. We also ask that you hold your applause to the end of the procession. Faculty readers, please take your places, and marshals, please prepare the candidates to come forward. Congratulations.
Alexis Reich. Megan Maureen Thome. Stephen Croggy. Alex Rosario Abin. Carmen Adamczyk. Edward Anthony Adamczyk III. Annetta Lowe Adams. Abraham Aguayo. Loveth Akinbo. Jamaluddin Akram. Marianne Golden Alberts. Rumana Alimuddin. Sadia Melanie Ali. Saliha Unaya Coronado. Jeanette Anea Rodriguez. Felicia Schnell Reed. Chris K. Hammerly. Heather Voits. Madeline K. Anderson. Allison Edith Anderson. Anastasia Andriva. Mafa Andrews. Gianfranco Aniello. Jessica Arns. Donna Aris. Joel Arigen. Charles August. Lisa Marie Avila. Josephine Naki Awakende. Lucique Ivize. John Louis Becorlis. Seth Allen Balsam. Jeffrey Daniel Bannon. Mariana Barajas. Gilbert Barrera, Jr. Abby Berry. Amy Caroline Bauer. Carolyn Bain. Catherine Alessandre Beck. William Becker. Elizabeth Ann Belovsky. Sean C. Benedict. Anthony James Benkowski. Lisa Marie Benny. Sophia Marie Bermudez. Jeremy Robert Burness. Thomas Byer. Nancy A. Bingen. Lauren Birdwell. Jessica Bockelman. Anareja Bomena. Nicole T. Brandon. Shannon Bridge. Megan Bright. Walter Lita Brizzolara. David L. Brown. Holly Lynn Brownlee. Amelia Jolanta Bernarski. Dana Bukala. Brandy Brodzinski. Christine Burnett. Heather Burrows. Shamara Chantel Burton. Sheila Ann Butler. Shanna Camacho. Sean Candelario. Ashley Capra. Brant Angelo Capitelli. Ashley Capra. Lynn Carr. Lucinda Castano Cifuentes. Yaelin Gabriela Castellan Guzman. Guadalupe E. Castellanos. Sergio Castro.
Stacy Marie Cerrone. Jinan Timani Shaheen. Symmetria Azriel Chambers. Ryan Chamblin. Chen Fang Chang. Brooke Marie Chesser. Gregory Chamko. Martha Jane Christensen. Christine Cianchiosi. Yulita Chinga. Allison Sipra. Phyllis Sorella. Courtney Nicole Clark. Eliezer M. Claudia. Jennifer Colangelo. Catherine R. Cole. Patricia Colagnesi. Jennifer Colon. Katie Converse. Josette Cook. Sean Culp. April Culpepper. Andrew Courier. Jacqueline Da. Ruchi Dabral. Angelina Daniels. Julie M. Daniels. Deborah Diatuma. Cheryl Lynn Davis. Faten E. Dawalabi. Patrick John DeLeon. Eunice DePerrine. Lisa Wolf Delora. Carolina Balanceda de Leon. Quincy Green. Joanna Gray. Tiffany Nicole Graham. Jennifer Kathleen Garnett. Pedro Junior Garcia. John Fricano. Matthew Gilbert Garcia. Arcelia Garay. Edo Ganevich. Javier Gallegos. Oscar Gallegos. Nancy Gallegos. Timothy E. Doyle. Sarah Eagleton. Kimberly Ann Eberly. Daniel Roland Earhart. Rebecca Rose Elkins. Keith James Andrus. Troy Franklin Augustus Engler. Rebecca J. Ensalaco. Theodore Leonard Estrup IV. Michelle Falada. Kevin Andrew Farlinger. Kyle Farmer. Adam Edward Gerald Felgenhauer. Josephine Catherine Huggy. Lee Ruby. Sarah Nicole Hicks. Laura Ashia Hamdan. Carter Todd Halamka. Carrie Ann Hagan. Saja Habib. Kimberly Allison Gutka. Nicolette Guevara. Ricardo Guerrero. Kitty Zoe Gray. Steve Gresky. Cassandra Ann Earps. Done.
Thomas A. Freeney. Paul Freakerson. Victoria Dusko. Ashley M. Dorsey. Tim Donofrio. Beth Ann Donofrio. Chris Jennifer Dominguez. Beth Christine Doherty. Marina Dobrev. Elizabeth Jean Dillman. Michael Paul Diesely. Brockton Carlson Diebold. Sarah Sam Kando. Shannon Kanek. Shayna Kamila. Kimberly Ann Jackson. Carlos J. Jackson. Alec Jablonski. Yusef Ismail. Myra Yadia Isidoro. Adam J. Isherwood. Muhammad Imran. Frank Monroe Hume. Dora M. Hui. Billie Holiday Hughes. Monique Rochelle de Mello. Christina Labaya Deliva. Kathy Framke. Danine Fowler. Benjamin Royce Fortson. Katie Lynn Forsyth. Brad Forsyth. Linda Elizabeth Furch. Carl F. Fiorito. Michael Biggie Fiacci. Starlisha Shawnlee Fuse. Brianna Marie Fetterhoff. Janine Ferguson Marshall. Simon P. Koulioukouz. Paul Philip Kulavi. Carol Kuhn. Kimberly Kuchaba. Jennifer Kubetz. Laura Kellogg. Pamela Kelly. Jennifer Nicole Keller. Jonathan Kay. Beth Kasprovich. Agnieszka Katarzyna Carpet. Nafisa A. Kam. Jobeth Carl. Javier Felix. Jasmine Feliciano. Eric Gorski. Susan Ann Goodell. Susanna Gonzalez. Samantha Olivier Gonzalez. Roxana Gonzalez. Emmanuel Gonzalez. Hazen Gomez. Madeline Sophia Glim. Janet Go-Dennis. Francesca Gianni. Amanda Gambiluka. Krista K. Mashashevsky. Patty Lynn. Bernadetta Maria Lucas. Samantha Lee Anastasia Lozano.
Gerald Stephen Lasevsky. Michelle Lesko. Frank Leone. Melissa Leidy. Nydia Lara. Lizette Lara. Lilia Luz Lara. Janice Lara. Shaina Labu. Nicole George. Teresa Ann Geiger. Frank Archielo Hilario. Yadira Hernandez. Francisco Hernandez. Andrea N. Hernandez. Samuel Chase Aziz. Mary Hawley. Natalie Hassoun. Beth Harrison. Janice Elaine Harris. Nasia Hake. Stephen Paul Hansen. Anastasia Isabel Mendoza Hernandez. Lisbeth Mendoza. Jesus Mendez. Andrew Melvin, Michelle Karen Mejia, Becky Meehan, Holly K. Meany, Lakeisha Renee McNeil, Sarah Michelle Markovitz, Catherine Meritato, Hamira Malik, Gina Karsten Mans, Dale Mack, Kadia Nanith, Natasha M. Joy, Steftanka Jovanova, Carmina Jansen, Ashley Nicole Jansen, Angela M. Johnson, Deborah Ann Jelinek, Samantha Janice, Daniela Janevsky, Linda S. Yanchiski, Jennifer Janis, Gloria Jimenez, Heidi Jacob, Barbara Ann Niemeyer, Regina Neal, Yarmila Marie Navratilova, Melissa Navret, Lucas Nava, Giandra Nataskin, Charlene Nasso, Samantha Kristen Nappy, Lauren Nicole Nagel, Joseph Mahalski, Stephanie Mahalik, Trenner Moret, Aliyah Ann Merritt, Josephine Denise Kiabu, Asmita P. Kovadia, Dean Edward Kuzis, Rita Kofel Kuridik, Melanie Koloje, Lana N. Klimfel, Paula Marie Kilpatrick, Angela Killingsworth Wilson. Umar M. Khan. Nida Khan.
Atif Muhammad Khan. Tracy John Bradford Key. Anna Lossley. Monashe Parti. Sora Park. Tara Lynn Parashis. Virginia Frances Popiano. Joanne Papas. Catherine Palmer. Kimberly Palchik. Ty-Mae Owens. Christopher Owens. Christian K. Ng. Karen Newby. Jessica Marie Nelson. Caprice Nicole Nelson. Anthony Diego Loicono. Andrea Lynn Loftus. Nikki Sani Lola. Christina Rose Lobraco. Rachel Livingston. Yang Liu. Theodore David Lisowski. Ashley Lindstrom. Danny James Lewis. Renee Lynn Lewandowski. Vanessa Liu. Graciela Letnicki. Kelly Ann McNally. Jamie Marie Ritchie. Andrea Lynn Ributlota. Michael Daly Royland. Joseph Francis Royland. Jason Michael Rader. Basha Alice Reed. Linda A. Reiskey. Rebecca Radovich. Mary Lou Quiroga. Brian Quinto. Jamie Lauren Pazera. Compton Nathaniel Paul. Jacqueline Pariskevich. Catherine McHugh. Sharon McGee. John Kenneth McFall. Patricia McClendon. Sarah Ann McClary. Christina McCarthy. Kurt Maley. Stephen F. Mathis, Jr. Alyssa Ann Masterson. Jessica Mast. June Marie Massarella. Miera Deonjay Mason. James Murray. Maureen Schubert. Ryan Schmelter. Kathleen Suzanne Schenk. Heather Sayers. Raphael Sora. Dina Marie Sarno. Michelle Elizabeth Sapinski. Luis Antonio Sanchez. Sharyanta Samthat. Carlos Ramon Salinas Gallo. Alexander Ruiz. Ida Mae Robinson. Kelsey Kathleen Ria. Miguel Marino. Marin Martin Nadupa Dambil. Cody Miles. Patricia Catherine Myers. Samuel Joshua Munier. Jocelyn Mungia. Ahmer Mumtaz. William Jason Mumert. Maria Alejandra Moreno. Frederick Monjes. Terry Mooring. Robert D. Miller. Maria Rose Osborne. Tahrim Ayesha Sajad. Gerardo Salazar. Amina Salim.
Lisandro Salazar. Jonathan Saleme. Michaeline Edda Hoffer Peterson. Narissa Kiara Phillips. Elettra Ludovici Piacentino. Lorraine Alexa Pickett. Chantal Nicole Pierre-Louis. Jeanette Valera Selden. Bakem Sek. Tracy Lynn Chouette. Eva Ortiz. Samuel Orlando. Elsa Marie Olivier Garcia. Kristen Marie Olenek. Robert J. O'Haron. Brian Owen Ogunbote. Scott Nugent. Gregory Edward Nowak. Dana Marie Novak. Janelle Marie Nodorangelli. Shayna Shantae Nolan. Riley J. Nichols. Maria Ann Provençal. Rebecca Shi. Rashmi Shivni. Samantha Air Siciliano. Dana Silva. Sandy Edith Semental. Danielle M. Size. Margaret Kelly Roche. Leah Rodrigo. Joannas Rosario. Michael Rosario. Amelia Isabel Rosas. Stephen Kenneth Rush. Michael J. Saavedro. Sar Momo Quina. Luis Quiles. Sania Sofia Chireyechi. Diane Pruitt. Nathan Paul Powers. Jamie Pine. Christopher Peck. Tina Seegers. Jessica Marie Krzypik. Austin Casey Slott. Carlise Marie Smith. Chase N. Smith. Faisal A. Shabib. Ariba Shah. Umer N. Shah. Muhammad Shahad. Patricia Ann Geronimo Velasco. Christian Red G. Velasco. Alejandro Vasquez. Jerica Page Vaughn. Amy Lynn Urso. Janelle May St. Onge. Anthony Brad Sandifer. Tracy Kathleen Stebbin. Jennifer Sheila Stein. Bearte Prusher. Genevieve Nicole Snopko. Nicole Soltis. Evelyn Sato. Wang San Su. Kanisha Sumano. Maria Melko Suri. Haley Helen Suter. Dervanya Marie Sprouse. Olga J. Spihalski. Elizabeth Strauss. Wesley Jared Strickland. Evelina Stroyke. Doris Ann Strom. Maria Stepaniak. Megan Stueck. Luca Maria Truxellite. Conchetta Didisco. Deborah Tyus. Neil Edward Stickle. Putipong Lurampan. Jonathan Stijan.
Stephanie Marie Stone. Diane Stotts. Mark Stroud. Tanya Urias. Carol Surauskis. Gita Subedi. Jake Svencher. Leanne Tan. Sarah Tanner. Valentin Chawakov. Sampada Tate. Casey Lynn Toland. Laura Curiel Torres. Lillian Torres. Nicholas Torres. Catherine Vermaak. Shona Vigilia. Liliana Villa. Samantha Walsh. Sarah Marie Walters. Livonia Washington. Ashley Jean Waugh. Bernadette Wazak. Suzanne K. Weiland. Tracy L. Whalen. Diamond Tierra White. Bethany Anna Marie Whitney. Ava Anna Vichorek. Shelby Clarice Wilhelm. Rachel Nicole Stelter. Jessica Jean Stempel. Wilson Orteaga. Lizeth Villanueva. Christine Joy Villaros. Mark Jerome Villaros. Alexis Vital. Lisa Vagrig. Allison Von Pakti. George Vujovic. Mustafa Wahid. Lena Wainwright. Gracie Lynn Llanos. Laura Elizabeth Yee. Kathy Yoakum. Lauren Ann Young. Elias Matthew Zablocki. Michael Zaransky. Paul Evgeny Spala. Gregory Zurawell. Sydney Danielle Wallace. Ian James Wallace. Bernadette Wilkins. Alexandra J. Williams. Aaron Williams. April Elizabeth Wilson. Chad Matthew Wilson. Janelle Wisniewicz. Jillian Wisniewicz. Barbara Salvador Woodfork. Brianne Woods. Lazella Wright. Daniel Patrick Wickland. Olivia Martin.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the 2013 graduating class of the College of DuPage. Please stand. Once again, it is my pleasure to congratulate all of the graduates and to thank all of our guests for joining us for this, the 46th commencement of the College of DuPage. Graduates, I hope you will continue to value the education you have received and the degree or certificate that you have earned at the College of DuPage. I wish you the very best as you proceed down your chosen path. I thank all of our full and part-time faculty for their participation in tonight's ceremony and for their dedication to our students each and every day. Appreciation of the college community is extended to the student life staff who worked hard all year to plan tonight's event. We thank everyone for their assistance in making this evening a successful celebration, especially the volunteer students and the staff who served as ushers this evening. I would also like to thank Benedictine University for providing their facility tonight. Next year we'll be back home again, but in the interim they were very generous in providing us this opportunity to celebrate your graduation tonight. Everyone is invited to celebrate with the graduates at a reception outside of Crass Hall. For those of you who don't know where it is, I'm told it's to the south, 2 buildings. If when you get outside you're not sure which way is south, look for the North Star. If you can't find it, look for the Big Dipper and go in the opposite direction. If you still can't find it, ask the person next to you who's probably just as lost as you are, and you'll find it sooner or later. We ask the audience to remain in their seats until the graduates and the faculty have left the arena. I wish all of you a very happy day and the greatest of future success. And again, heartfelt congratulations to you all for degrees and certificates well earned.